Fire Emblem Path of Radiance has a meaty campaign, but only 6 cutscenes with a weird glittery effect and music that drowns out everyone's voices. That's a good start. The story begins with Ike from Super Smash Bros. Trying to spar with his old man, but gets his ass handed to him.
Dad! Ike!
Oh, missed.
Break it off your back, you little shit. You deserve that. Daddy Ike finally agrees to let Kitty Ike join the mercenary group to fight the good fight. Then he makes playmates to fight the good fight with him, protecting the people from bandits. The first few levels are too easy, but thankfully things shake up when the two great nations decide to wage war against each other because one is bored. The boys in blue, who are not wearing blue, back the losing side because they have a hot princess, and thus commences the Battle of the Bulge. Father Dearest quickly makes Ike his second in command, showing nepotism at its finest. Because of this, there is some unhappy campers. Characters are interesting. They exchange adult dialogue without it being about sex. So it's actually adult language and not the GTA, Call of Duty, teen hormone injected shit that you're used to. Each character can use unique abilities and weapons. These range from swords, axes, lances, each of these is weak to each other, bows, and even magic.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Each is suited to different situations, so it's best to have a mixture. Think of them as having pieces on a chessboard, only the enemy has stolen all your pawns, at least in the first quarter of the game. Ike is the king, an average piece that if taken means game over. Every king needs a queen. Soren is your queen. Wait.
It's a trap! Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?
Titania is your queen. Everyone knows all strong anime girls are hot, have red hair, and are called Titania. So strong that she wipes out armies by herself. The rest are just along for the ride. Character stats increase as they level up, though the levels often don't make sense. I had Titania 10 levels below all my other mercenaries, and she could still wipe them all out at once. She's a true whammon. That's because she's high class. Ike and most of his companions are low class.
Rebel scum.
To reach the upper echelon, they need to level up to level 21 or get a certain item. Most will die before they reach that summit, unless you save scum. But the ones who reach it, it is well worth it because after a dramatic transformation they get slightly nicer clothes, their stats improve, and they gain an extra ability. As it's a strategy game, there's a lot of text dialogue to sift through. If you hate reading, you'll hate this game. I know it's on the GameCube, but having no voices to support the text feels a little lazy. I had to listen to the voices in my head. There's only so much a man can take. The main story is told as expected. The heroes have to overcome constant obstacles thrown at their way. After a battle, things take a slice of life tone. I think this balance blends together like a peanut and jelly sandwich. All of the deep mechanics of this experience are explained in the menu tutorial, providing simulations with text. Make sure to read these as you go along, as nothing is explained during gameplay. Great for experienced Fire Emblemers, as it's optional. Bad if you can't read. There's 3 difficulty modes. I played on advanced because I'm hardcore. The first 4 missions were a breeze, though when I had to defend the base, things changed. My friends started dying one after another, and I wasn't hardcore anymore. When someone loses in Fire Emblem,
Loses their soul.
there's no coming back, unless they're integral to the part of the story, but then you still can't use them for battle.
Gee, thanks for the reminder.
I kept restarting the chapter as I needed everyone to survive in order to progress through this ridiculous mode. I had come too far to back out now. I can't help it. When I see hard mode in any game, I instinctively choose it. I'm like a moth to a flame. I struggled all the way to chapter 9 without losing anyone thanks to my constant save scumming. By then, I had enough, so I renounced my dignity and restarted the whole game on normal mode.
Oh, the travesty.
The difference in a lower difficulty is there's less enemies and they do less damage. This means less waiting for the computer to finish their turn, which is painful on advanced mode when I had to wait until it had finished before I could retry the whole thing again. just so I wouldn't lose my teammate. To be honest, if you're new, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, just play on easy mode and you'll avoid a lot of hassle. A few hours into the game you can access more options, including a shop, armory, item storage. You get the idea. You can even add amulets. That's what they should be called, but they're called skills. Found on the battlefield to characters, which give them special skills like small regenerating health or double damage with half accuracy. Sounds pretty standard now, but at the time it was quite novel. Don't remove a character's skill or it'll be lost forever. The game never told me this, so I had to learn the hard way. I typically spend 15 minutes getting ready before my big day at the battlefield ball. Partly because there's too many menus to navigate through, it's very clicky. Each stage has a massive grid drawn over it, which players and the computer take turns moving their characters across to fight to the death. Every battle shows an animation of two warriors squaring off, tensions rising before charging in for the kill. I turned this off. After a few times it gets old. Speeding up the text helps too, but you can't turn off animations completely or skip watching the opponent's turns, which sucks. You encounter more variety of enemies as you progress. Pirates, soldiers, weebs, furries, lands. There's the occasional square of technical cover too. You can even break into people's homes and they'll give you something to make you leave. Who are they? Take the smack? Except if you're a furry, then they chase you out the door.
I hear you're a racist now.
Fire Emblem, Path of Radiance is a stat man's dream with the amount of number crunching you can do. I like to keep things simple and just focus on the essentials, like your weapon breaking after a number of uses. What is this, Breath of the Wild? Actually, I like this feature. It makes you more resourceful. Fight me. You're able to be flexible in your strategy. You can either divide or conquer your troops evenly across the field or keep them tightly packed into one thick sturdy force. You can avoid strong enemies if you're smart enough. Occasionally, if you talk to one with the right character, they may join your side, as long as that character isn't already dead. There's so much dialogue combinations for each character, as certain ones can build relationships which grant combat bonuses and more dialogue. This offers more replayability, as you'll want to find out how characters would have reacted in later scenarios if you hadn't have got them killed with your shoddy tactics. Since there's so much dialogue, there is the occasional moment that doesn't match your scenario, like the guy who said he doesn't know what it's like to lose someone and his brother died in the previous battle. I guess he didn't like him very much. As I mentioned, this is a very long story which is not suited for short attention spans. That's why I give Fire Emblem Path of Radiance an S rank. I'm confident this is the best turn-based strategy game on the GameCube. As my introduction to the Fire Emblem series, I thoroughly enjoyed it. The story also has a sequel on my beloved Wii, so I will have to check that one out in the future. Hello guys, hope you're having a fantastic day. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe for more videos. Bye!